Good morning, YouTubers. What is going on today? December 4th. It seems like there's a flash crash. Something's happening with the market. Bitcoin has dropped quite a bit. Dogecoin has dropped quite a bit. It seems like the mother coin, Bitcoin, is pulling everything down. So I want to just take a quick review of everything that we know and what's happened historically. So this is just a quick review for the panic sellers and the panic buyers and the noobs out there, just to relax a little bit. And let's just go through what's happening here. So there's several websites out there that are very viable on what is going on, but they've always been just speculative because it seems like a lot of these big companies really still don't understand crypto. So Forbes is always one of the big ones, but they're also always quick to announce that something major is happening, but 2 or 3 days later, nothing. It's just the market recovers. So Forbes is mentioning a $300 billion Bitcoin crypto crash. And they're just not really mentioning the reason why. They're just showing the amount of money that's moved out of crypto at that time. So we go back to another website here, and this website here is mentioning that the Evergrande news behind Bitcoin is the crash. Now, if anybody doesn't know anything about the regular stock market, Evergrande is the big real estate company in China, and they announced about 2 months ago that they wouldn't be able to pay any of their bills, and they have billions of dollars in the real estate market. So this is, for speculative people out there, they're thinking that this is the start of another, real estate market crash starting out in China. So a lot of the big investors are starting to pull out of the markets. Now, if we go over to Robinhood, because I know a lot of you guys like Robinhood, you see that Dogecoin has taken quite a crash this morning from around 20 cents last night to 16.5 cents today. So that's actually quite a bit. In a 1 week's time, it's dropped from around like 20 cents to like around 16 cents. If you follow down through Bitcoin, the mother coin here, we'll go up to Bit and see where they're currently at. Bitcoin is showing, I noticed this morning, about 10,000 less than what they were, but they are starting to creep up a little bit. So let's just take a look at Bitcoin where they're at. I'm using Robinhood today because a lot of people use Robinhood, and let's just try to correlate with some of the newer investors out there. So Bitcoin here, last night Bitcoin was around 56,000, almost 57,000, and then this morning, the low when people woke up, hopefully they didn't jump off a cliff or anything. It's at 46,000. So it dropped about 10,000, 15% in a 1 day. So this would be considered a flash crash, but don't panic. Normally what happens after a flash crash is there starts to become a slight rebound. So this looks like the lowest peak right here, 46.9. And it does look like it's starting to pull back a little bit. It's at 47.3 right now. And remember now, Bitcoin is the mother of all coins, so it pulls everything up and down. Reasoning why I think this is happening is crypto sort of evolved over the last year or two, maybe last year. Before about a year ago, there still weren't a lot of stock investors really investing in crypto. They thought that it was something fake, something that wasn't going to happen. And then they found out that there's a lot of money to be made in crypto, especially with the Dogecoin wave that happened, and then the Shiba Inu, and then all this other nonsense where people were making a lot of money. So those same investors wanted to jump in on it. So now those same investors have pretty much turned the crypto market into just a standard stock market. So when they see something that happens like this Evergrande news or anything else like this, they start pulling out and they affect the market. So they affect markets where like Bitcoin, they affect big ones like Dogecoin, Ethereum. I imagine Ethereum is probably dropped as well because that's a big investment stock for stock investors. So we got to get back to our roots for the crypto investors out there. Looks like Ethereum did have a drop. It does look like it's rebounding too. Like I said, don't panic. This also happens quite a bit right around Christmas time every year, and right around New Year's, and also it happens right around income tax when you start to file all your taxes right around the 14th. So it does look like there was a drop around from 4,700 to 3,900, about 5% drop. Not as bad, but it will rebound, it will recover. But as I was mentioning before, it seems like a lot of these stock investors have taken over the big cryptos that we know about. So what do we know? Well, us early investors know that a lot of the money can still be made on the smaller exchanges. So if we go to like, for example, this BKEX exchange, this is where a lot of the tokens are, where nobody really talks about. And this is where you can get your Shiba Inu and your Flocky and your Piccolo Inu, and other ones like that. I like to invest in some of these smaller ones because what this will do is this will change the dynamic of your portfolio. On days where you see flash crash, you will see increases like crazy on some of these other stocks, or at least it'll offset some of your losses. So this is a good day. Maybe not to look at your losses, but maybe a good day just to research some of the other tokens out there that you're unaware of, just so you know that you have an option to pull back any money that you did. That you might have lost. Now, remember, I feel that there's a rebound coming, because it's always happened. But like I said, it's a good day to just do your research that's out there. I like to use the BKEX exchange just because it has this cool rise ranking button right here, and it'll tell you all the cryptos within the last 24-hour change of what has risen and what's fallen. So if you look here, there are cryptos out there during this flash crash that are actually killing it. This one's up here 1,477%. This Farah, some of these other ones, CCAR 900%. So there are some that are out there. So this is a good day to maybe start looking at adding to your portfolio, not putting a ton of money in, but just maybe 15, $20 or $100 on each one, just to diversify a little bit, and maybe try something a little bit different than Robinhood, maybe the BKEX exchange. I also like the Bullx exchange. But yeah, there's some good cool coins out there. I've been following one called Piccolo Inu. That one seems to have a lot of background and a lot of developers that are spending a lot of time on building the coin up. And then there's also some other neat coins out there, that I've been watching. You can buy on the Bullx exchange, like Ratcoin, Mousecoin, just some of these smaller cryptos that will help offset your losses on a day like this, and it'll just make you realize that maybe you shouldn't put all your money in one little market share like Dogecoin or something like that. Reach out and look for some other different types of cryptos that are out there. So I just like to scroll through and just see what's going on in the market with other of these alt crypto coins. This is where we shine. So if you're going to really be a true buy and seller of crypto, you want to know about these smaller coins. Like I said, with the Piccolo Inu, it's on here. It's mentioned as Pinu. I mean, it's having a down day today, but these are good coins to really jump in on, and especially in the early stages. This is where us cryptoers we really shine because we're ahead of those stock market big brokers that actually move the markets. This is where we can still buy and sell and make money even on bad days, like Pino. There's also a really neat one that I've seen. It's called Wolverine. It goes off of the X-Men. Sort of the cartoon of the X-Men. So, there's all these weird little cryptos that are out there. You can see that this jumps up and down quite a bit. Yeah, so the Wolverine, the Piccolo Inu. I've also liked on the Bullx exchange, Ratcoin, Mousecoin, Bigcoin. Those three you can stake, so you can earn interest, passive income on. Piccolo Inu, you can also earn passive income on. I don't know if you guys have heard of Saitama. Saitama is also a big one. Not really big, but it's big in the chat groups and the chat people. So they're pushing that quite a bit. And I've bought a little bit of Saitama too, and they also offer rewards. So you can see even on a day like today, Saitama still it's starting to pull up. So this is where us fellow cryptoers will make some extra money. So don't worry about the big drop with the Bitcoin or the Ethereum. And I know everybody likes the Dogecoin. I do too. I'm invested in Doge as well. And then when I woke up this morning, I seen that I was down probably about $5,000 or $6,000, and I was like, oh boy. But what I do is I look at the rest of my coins out there and see what's coming up, what's coming down, and then it doesn't look as bad because then you have those options out there. You can know that you're making maybe some staking rewards or something like that out there. So I think that this market will definitely correct. It's done it before. It'll do it again. So for you new investors out there, don't panic, hold, and use this as a day to look into other altcoins there that you've possibly not found. And maybe start exploring with some of the exchanges. Try this BKEX exchange. Maybe start breaking off of the Robinhood or something that's easy, and start learning how to do some trades on some of the harder exchanges. So if you like my review today, like and comment below. If you have any questions on the market, or if you feel a little apprehensive on investing in some of the crypto, send me a message. I'll take a look at it. I'll review it with you and give you some options. If you found an exchange that you really can't figure out, check out my channel. I have a lot of exchanges that I use and that I show people how to use. And if you want me to take a look at an exchange that you're trying to figure out, send me the link and I will take it out to look at it and see if I can figure it out for you. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Have a good day. Don't worry about the market, and we'll see you again tomorrow.